Welcome back,
Testing three,
guys.
two, one. Hello.
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 So waiting on Allie to jump in, and I guess then we can start.
Oh yeah.
How many coins did we get last time?
I don't remember, John.
I got the 4,000. Okay, cool. Good. Yes. You got
Hmm.
a lot. Because you already had a lot.
Fuck me.
Don't need to worry about any purchases for you guys.
Nah.
I actually think I may want to purchase some stuff, but it would be in-character store shop stuff. So basically the next free period I get, I want to take a look at the system shop.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah, he's just doing his due diligence, walking around, thinking, man, how could I be so perfect?
Well, I mean,
Mayo,
you're less perfect now because your brother isn't around.
where's the other brother at? Where's the other brother at?
I'm somewhere. Jack, where'd your brother go?
I don't know. We got attacked by ghosts, and then he floated off into the darkness like a weeaboo. Now he's gone. I'm quite stressed.
I'm sure he'll be fine, right? Right, guys?
Nah, he'll be okay. He'll find his way back eventually. If he doesn't, he wasn't a Sanchez.
If he doesn't, then I just explode and murder everyone around me.
Also that.
You don't need to tell them that, though.
Heal him through my friendship link or whatever?
No.
You like
I mean,
That's bad.
You know that it's there, but you don't have a way to communicate.
What about
Luna,
the cell
no.
Hey, Jenny, we need you.
I don't know what to do besides go on a walk with her. Seems quite content with it.
Yeah, she's so cute.
Anyway, unless you can create a electronic phone in your
Gonna have the crystals.
crystals. John has the crystal on him, but he can't communicate with the crystal right now.
Okay.
Well, okay, he'll show back up. Probably. Hopefully.
Maybe the next time you pray for Gorka, pray to Gorka Morka for a good fight, your brother just falls out of the sky. Huh? What?
Brother! I just punch you in the head.
Of course.
That's for scary.
With the ghosts?
With the ghosts.
All right, so you guys know that Maui Gibraltar is on the islands, and he said he's coming your guys' way. He said he'd be a little bit, so you guys can either, chill here, or maybe search one of the other ships, or maybe just wait. Choice is up to you.
Let's wait for the next 3 hours of our D&D session for someone who's not gonna be here.
Yes.
All right, good section.
All right, catch you next Saturday.
All right, boys.
Well, I mean, Anna, should we look? Should we look for Zach? Or
Yeah.
yes?
Yes.
Oh, great Gorka Morka, where is my inferior brother? What do I roll, Johnny?
You can roll me a fellowship at a. Just give me like 7 difficulty die.
Easy.
I think that's actually more than impossible.
Okay. Minus 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay.
Minus 40.
6th threat, no big
Easy.
deal.
Minus 40. Where is he?
We'll make the threat that all right, you get a donation from your patron. It's gonna be 700 coins.
Oh, nice. Oh no. They've sold my brother into slavery and given me half the payment. Poor Zach.
I'm a little lost here. Are they? Why are they donating with such a bad roll and so many threats?
That's
It's
the
okay.
scary part, John. Well, that's all I could think to do. I thought real hard and he didn't answer me.
Oh, maybe that's all the pay you're getting for this session, and that's the bad part.
Probably. I don't know. Listen, I didn't get smoked, you know?
Yet. Big fist pops up into the sky. I was just letting you get relaxed.
Just letting you get comfortable. Got any ideas, Hannah?
So you went in the ship, you saw ghosts, and your brother
Yes.
disappeared.
Yes.
In that order?
Yes. Well, first he said, "Ooh, brother, there's ghosts," and then there were ghosts. He was right. He's very knowledgeable.
So was he just like still on the ship?
Not that I could see. I searched the whole ship. He's not there.
There. You sure?
Did find.
You sure?
Oh, I did find a key. Yes, the crystal key.
It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, here you go.
I think that
hand
that
over.
key would fit in any of the chests we found already.
We
I
only found
mean,
one chest, and it was
we found-
gold.
Yeah, gold and crystal. I don't. Maybe it's the master key. Maybe it can open anything.
That's a little optimistic.
You know, Jack, the personification of optimism.
I've decided I'm just gonna take over Little Jack, and that's who's whispering in your head now.
You're just gonna be me. I'm actually schizophrenic.
Dang it! Oh, my stomach.
Good. But here's the crystal key. So I'm gonna hand over the crystal key to Alan. It's out of my inventory, Allie. Be sure to put it in yours.
I thought you called her Alan for a second.
I did.
Called him. Oh.
I don't know.
I mean, you're holding the other key as well, so I assume you just like grabbed it with your cat mouth.
Swallowed it. Yeah, I don't know what else to do. I guess I could ask Ifnit.
So, like, burn down the ship and maybe your brother will come out of the ashes?
Hey, listen.
Roll
I like
options
bonfires.
to see if that's a good idea, since you've got that talent now.
Hey, it's only before I do a dumb action. I'm not doing this action. It's Mayo's action. I can't burn that thing down. What, I look like a magic boy? I use muscle magic.
Yeah, me
All
either.
right, Mugen Lee, pull out that thermo. Oh, it wasn't thermonuclear. Just pull out the big bomb we were eventually going to use on a king and never did. That you just still have tucked away.
Let's not use a thermo bomb on a wooden ship.
The goal is to burn it down. I mean, that would burn it
I mean,
down.
I feel like a flamethrower would suffice.
Yeah, I feel like things with thorough would be more fun too. It's a bit bad, John. You've gotten yourself into an awkward situation. We're probably going to murder you.
Nah, he'll be fine. He's
I
got the
am definitely
master
not
on his
that
side.
ship.
What?
By the way, I'm definitely not.
Oh yeah,
on
no,
that ship.
he's not on that ship, almost guaranteed.
Well,
But I like the spunk, so I say burn it.
Do you ask Mugen Lee to pull out a flamethrower?
yes.
I need to hear this.
Yes, Mugen, can you pull out a flamethrower?
Why?
I think we need to burn this ship.
Why do we need to do that, sister?
It's full of ghosts.
That's
Well,
true.
Wouldn't I need something? Just gotta think about
I'm
that.
pretty
for a
sure I
sec.
punched all the ghosts, but there could be hiders.
But we need to release their spirits or whatever back into the ether or whatever.
I don't think fire is gonna work very well for that.
I mean, isn't that why they do like cremations?
Is that why we
Yeah.
No,
like
I
in
don't think
Viking
so.
times? Yes.
Also, this boat is connected to this boat is connected to this boat. So you would be burning at least 3 ships down.
He rolled an 8. I made him do an insight check. It's like I'm just helping you out here.
John, be quiet. You're dead.
Maybe he snuck out the back and got on another ship. Let's try checking another ship for him.
Okay. Point at the ship.
Finally,
I'll come
an
with
idea.
you. You guys get
You'll come with me?
too much trouble by yourselves.
What are you talking about? Never once have we gotten in trouble.
This one doesn't look too bad.
Which
This
one?
Yeah, this one.
This one? All right. Well, get on my shoulder. I'm leaping up.
You just gonna leave Mugen behind?
I grab Mugen by the scruff of his neck, and then I hop onto the ship.
Oh, okay.
Do I need to roll in athletics?
Yes, please. You're holding Mugen Lee. Nice.
Yeah, that's a good roll.
I
It is a
leap.
good roll.
I leap onto shell. All right. Well, Zach.
You don't hear him.
I don't think he's here. Also, wait, hold on. Jack finally using his big boy brain.
Oh,
Goes. I actually don't think he's in this area because I mean, if he was in the area, I'd probably be able to just feel my mental connection with him.
what's the distance?
Yeah, I'm getting
Oh.
that too, but these ships are kind of weird, aren't they?
Well, one did have ghosts.
I mean, yeah. Maybe he's on one that's blocking our connection.
So it's in intelligence bonus plus willpower bonus plus 5 in meters. So 4, 8 plus 5. I got 13 meters. But John has a much bigger meters.
It's true.
Maybe
The
that's why I
John's
can
shut
still
off
talk
right
to you.
now.
John's sleepy night time. All right, we can still go on the ship. I like ships. Ships are cool. We heading
Alright.
down?
So if we zoom in a little bit.
There's little stairs right there.
Yeah, you'd have to kind of walk down.
Scappa de Scoochie. And downward door frames are much harder than forward door frames.
Alrighty. So you walk into this ship. I'm guessing Jack's going first. It's nice and dark down there.
Ah, yes. My old friend, darkness.
It's kind of like really dark. Like you can't see anything.
Hmm.
There's no light coming in. Besides, the grates kind of have some light shining down in this one little area here. But other than that,
Mugen,
like there's nothing.
throw me down a lantern. Sure you got one of those. Give me a lantern, Mugen.
Didn't
There's
you,
not a flashlight instead.
Never mind.
Yeah, I bet the holy light would have wore off by now. All right, I click on the flashlight, shine it around.
Yeah, it clicks on. You look around, make me an awareness test.
Yes, yes. Aha!
Nice, nice. Now, I want you to roll me a luck.
Easy.
The flashlight goes out. What you see is
Oh, didn't you
this.
got any batteries? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all right. What you do see, you just barely catch, is a some creature looking at you with these really sharp teeth. What's up? Yes. Oh, okay. I got you.
The more we do things, Johnny, the more I'm really thinking that I should probably buy that instinct trait that I talked to you about a long time ago.
Oh yeah. I don't remember.
Yeah. Oh, basically, fighter's instinct. I think he said roll a survival to instead of percent. I don't fucking remember. Well, we'll talk about it later.
So if you're thinking about that kind of thing, there's a few options we could do. Now that you have my attention with it, let's go to skills.
Yeah, because if somebody punches Jack in the back of the head, and he doesn't see it, an instinct to be able to kind of know your surroundings would be nice. Especially with fucking bitch boy Zach punching me in the back of the head with my own fist.
So, we could do survival, which is a full action, and it would allow you to grant an additional special use skill in esoteric nature, which would kind of give you like your sixth sense.
Instinct.
But it's
Yeah, that was the goal, was like sixth sense.
Yeah, the only thing I could see going wrong here is that it's a full action, so you'd have to like maybe put some swiftness selects into it as well to reduce the action economy.
Mm-hmm.
But other than
I'm
that,
guessing, John, do you have any passive AoE things? They're just like radiating from your direct vicinity?
Passively? I don't think so. Other than like my domain.
Yeah. I feel like if I was gonna do this, I'd rather have something that I built myself to kind of manipulate it to the way I would want it than do the skill purchase.
Rather than instinct, what you're really looking for is just straight up spidey sense.
Basically.
Danger sense is probably something you can more realistically build than instinct. Instinct is wide enough that it would be something like, in my opinion, a one of those big
Confluxes?
Confluxes, yes. But you could probably get danger sense as maybe a braid or bind.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd like to think on it more either way. I know light went
so
out.
yeah, I'll allow that through two ways. One is to use survival, like I said. Second
Mhm.
one, you could do a new
It's like I'm fine with it still being
characteristic.
tied to survival, but I'd like to do it where it's more of a hmm. Basically, if something enters threatened squares, say, get a roll to see if you can sense it or detect it. And then I could expand the threatened squares through upgrades.
You could either make a mind or a spirit talent would be another option.
Okay. I got you.
I would
I
accept
think I
either
think
or, depending on which
I
side you want
think
to go through.
yeah, I think either way, I'm gonna pinboard it for now because I mean I'm
Gotcha.
not.
Just,
It got
it's on the
sharp
drawing.
teeth.
Yeah. Yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
it's something to think on.
you kind of look around right quick with it, and then it shines on this thing, and then the light goes out.
Mujin, you forgot to change the batteries.
That was a full charge. What are you talking about?
Man, I don't know if you gave me some solar powered flashlight or something, but it went out, and there's a scary down here.
Right. So, Mayo, what you up to?
The crow's nest.
Okay. You can make me a acrobatics to do that for me. Shouldn't be much of an issue.
Something. Sure.
I don't kind of remember. I think I use Hannah's acrobatic.
Yeah, you just use Hannah, and then if there's any bonuses from Maya, you would add those in. Okay.
Take that.
You can fall, and it's not going to hurt you as you climb up. Uh, so you kind of catch yourself as you start to fall, and you kind of dig yourself in, but it just stops you right there as you go. You don't climb up the whole way in that action. Jack, there is a weird smell, and it's coming from your side.
Which side?
Your right side.
My right side?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Smells fishy.
Fishy?
Yeah.
I see. I see. Well, I kind of like seeing, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna activate my holy light again.
Okay. Activate the holy lights.
Pretty sure there's no roll for it, is there? I don't remember. Willpower?
Allie, is there a role for your holy light?
I need to write this down. So this time when you tell me, I will have it written down.
Sure.
It's willpower bonus and meters.
Yeah.
And what was there a roller? I couldn't really hear you. What'd you say?
I think it's an influence. Maybe.
Okay. Well, roll influence. Influence and radiate light from person and willpower bonus and meters for how long?
Maybe it isn't a roll.
No roll.
Yeah, I don't think there's a roll.
You
Okay.
son of a bitch, dog. God damn it.
Poop on the floor.
Nah, she fucking knocked my glass of water off my damn desk.
Ah,
1 second.
that's all good.
Why did you do this? I'm not mad at you. Come back here. Cowering away from me.
Just mad at the situation.
Only time I touch you is to pet you, you freaking spoiled bitch. Now I gotta clean it up. Come on. Gotta get a towel.
Okay, so Hannah,
Yeah.
can you try another acrobatics, or do you want to finish that off?
Why? Because that's a double. The double do anything for me?
If you had your celestial out, it would. Give you something.
Yeah, give me something. I like doubles.
I do like doubles.
Happy.
You can, you can. How about you try and summon Ifnit? Not Ifnit. Sorry, that's Christian's celestial. Your celestial. You know the roll for it, right?
And I was wrong. Holy light is willpower.
Okay. Well, I'll get him to roll that in a sec when he's back. Well.
Luck?
I won't do triple, but there is something special about the Celestials and their negative nature. But I need something to happen in order to get to 74.
Yes. Very dry, very good. Well, somewhat dry.
I
Dry
need
enough.
something. I need you to lose something in order to gain something. And pretty much is what I'm trying to say. I don't know what you're going to do to make this happen with your celestial.
You should sacrifice 3 influence to drop that 74.5 to a 74. Totally.
What's going on?
Johnny saw a number that made him say, "Ooh, numbers." So now, but it's almost the right number, but not quite. So now Allie has to pay to make it the right number so he can get juiced. If you don't say.
Me for sexual favors.
Oh boy, here we go.
Everybody's been in this position before.
Do you want to roll a proficiency? I will allow you to roll a spirit proficiency die if you wish.
Do something to do. Do it to something.
You get a triumph. Okay. It's 2 successes is what it is, which is pretty much just means a plus 40.
I mean, you would have passed.
She would have passed this way, it's true. So with the plus 40, I will allow you to pass the influence roll to get your celestial out. But I will allow the celestial to try something. I will put this on the board. Not enough. So the celestial will appear, and it will kind of be like, "Oh, are you having trouble?" And he'll like just kind of move you up to the top.
Which Zach.
You're trying to find one of your companions.
Yeah, he got kidnapped by ghosts or something.
Kidnapped by some ghosts. We're lonely.
Well, let me take a look then.
Look.
I do sense the connection attached to you, Miss Hannah. But I don't.
Right, this is where he rolls a 69.
I rolled a
Yeah.
5 for him actually.
Oh, that's
Yeah, not
actually
bad.
pretty good.
Yeah. He is still in this area, it seems, but he's not here. It
Yes,
seems
that's
that
what
your apostle is trapped within himself.
In himself.
Yes, it seems, at least from what I'm kind of tasting here, there's some other entity taking over his body. Yes.
Yeah,
And where is
just
his
another Tuesday.
body?
Just give me a second. You haven't given this guy a fate point before, have you?
Yeah.
You gonna give him a fate point? Are you going to buy him a fate point, or are you just going to give one of your fate points? You would have to invest into your celestial for 15 merit of the spirit.
I'm back.
A giant crash, and then
Dropped her vape. She didn't want to get back up. I don't blame her. Yes.
Chinese food.
What? I was hoping the Chinese food would help. Yeah. Too full. And now you're grumpy. That's fair.
So I am buying things.
Yes. For 15 merit in the spirit pillar, you can invest the fate point into one of your NPCs.
150 coins.
No, it's probably 3,000 coins. If it's double. Because you already hit your first threshold for the spirit pillar. If I don't do this, you guys will be taken away from the coin / merits thing. Yeah, 15 merit. Yep.
Yeah. Why? Where do I write that down?
So you can put it in your character sheet if you like. You can put it into your spirit advancement as well. Your spirit little tab there on your Excel sheet. Just put select spirits or spirit select and then celestial. Okay, so I will re-roll for him. Oh, nice. It's too bad. So, he has found your apostle's body. Yes.
Whatever.
Says he's gone into this ship over here. Kind of sees the path, like going. It's kind of like a misty path of.
That's an ugly ass ship. Why would he go in there?
He doesn't know, but he found his location.
Now he requests a treat.
Give him
Give him a fit point.
give him a Scooby snack.
Please, mother, pat my head.
God.
Nah,
that's Mugen.
So Jack. There's
Jack, that's me.
There's you think there's something beside you. At least there's this fishy smell.
Ah, yes, we were discussing holy light.
Yes.
And how that works.
So it is a willpower test.
It's a willpower. Understood. Let me correct my typing of this thing.
So I want you to know that this willpower test is base for now, but I'm going to give you some narrative difficulty or negative narrative dice here soon.
Yes.
Just as an FYI. So
It's fine.
don't get too excited when you pass. Okay, you did not pass.
That's not a 1. All right. Well, when in doubt, punch to the right.
Okay. So, you punch to the right. You can give me a weapon skill test if you'd like.
Yeah, I'm gonna 1, 2, 3, so I can kind of swing in that general area.
Okay.
So we get the ability and boost.
Plus 20. Gorgeous.
All right.
So, you're gonna keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
You hit something. That's for sure.
All right. Does it feel squishy and flesh-like?
No, it feels mist-like and made of shadow. This is your
esoteric thing.
Yeah, this is your esoteric thing that's being applied here, but you're punching it, and I'm going to remind you of one of your achievements, which is your sense thing, right?
Which one are you talking about? Are you sure about that, or the unoblivious? Can immediately tell when magic is being affected on me.
Yes, that one. All right. So,
all right. Am I being affected by magic
from the first punch? You are being affected by dark magic.
I mean, that's a new one, Johnny.
Yes.
Yeah, baby. That's number 6.
All right. So, you immediately notice this, and roll me in a science test on it as well.
Yes. Let me sniff my fist. Safe.
Yeah. So you punch into it, and you feel like you've definitely hit something. Are you going to continue punching this thing, or is it just like?
I didn't get a good feel of it that first time. I was unsure of what I punched.
Okay.
So we'll punch again.
Okay.
I missed.
Okay.
So I'm going to punch one more again.
1 second. I got a call from a dad.
Okay. So
I'm gonna use those narrative dice that I got.
Yeah.
And try to figure out. Hey, give it a little taste. See what I'm punching.
You can roll me a another. Let's give you an ability die with the science test this time for those two. There you go. I'll let you re-roll if you wish.
Yeah, probably should. Man, luck is not on my side today. Oh,
went up. Too bad it wasn't 3 of them. Otherwise, I would have been like, yes. Yeah, you punch into it. That same smell's there though.
I don't like this.
And then you get attacked. That is a hit.
That is a hit. Do I get a reaction?
You do not know where this person is, so you have surprised. You've been surprised. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you your reaction because you know something's here. It's just
how about an awareness to see if I can see it, or survival. I'll even take the survival.
Survival is a full turn action.
Gotcha.
Right. Otherwise, I'd be like, yeah.
Okay.
Like how we were saying before, if you use the swiftness on it to reduce, we could have done something, but
yeah.
So yeah, you're gonna get hit.
Okay. Do I have enough time to activate my martial arts and defense, or is there no defense? I'm just getting smacked. Honestly, I'd say just no defense. I'm just getting smacked.
If you would have passed the science test, I would have given you something, but because you failed with an idea, yeah.
All right, hit me.
Okay, so
hit me, damn you. No.
48 damage.
Right.
Have you taken any damage? I don't think you have.
No,
Okay,
I have
good.
not.
All right, so ticking time bomb does not affect. So yeah, you get hit into the side. It's like but that doesn't really hurt you. So like, what was that?
So there mosquitoes in here.
It was definitely a pretty good mosquito bite. That's for sure. It's a little bit of a. There's a bump.
Got that big mosquito.
You can make me a science test again at this point.
Yes. This time I will succeed. Another 98.
Too bad there was a 57-48 in the middle of it.
That is true.
Yes. Mayo. So you figured out from your celestial, and speaking of celestial, let's get him down with you. It's been a while. I need to get you like a little token for your celestial so I can just bring them out whenever.
Oh, do you not have her a character sheet with old Robo Boy on there?
I do not have a character sheet for celestial for.
I mean, also quick sidebar. Have you been keeping up with what I've given my celestial? Because I just realized I have not, and if not, I need to talk with John and see if he remembers it.
I don't know on the top of my head. I'll be honest with you.
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna start.
I can think about it, but I definitely don't remember.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, all good. I know we've given her some doubles and stuff because she has a lot, but we can move on.
Yeah. Let's go like this and then go back. There you go. All right, Maya. Yeah, so you're at the top there with your celestial just hanging out.
Jack is on this boat, and Jack's over here fighting some kind of monster.
He's fighting something, that's for sure. He's having a hard time with his holy light too. You could feel him try to use your power, and then it just it didn't activate for him. What's the plan, Sam? So what's the plan? You just pop at me?
At the universe in general.
Okay.
Fuck the universe.
There's something in this hole.
Yeah, it seems that your boy Jack is dealing with something.
Style into the hole.
Okay. You're not really aiming at anything though, is the issue. I will give you a luck for sure.
Oh. If I use a help. Yeah,
Hey.
Nice.
pretty good.
Are you going to add any extra? Or are you just going to throw like a random matchup pixel at it? No, you just need to tell me how many spell points you're going to use.
Use 3
Okay.
because I'm
Okay.
luck now.
I will allow you to roll luck, yes. So, Al, you need to roll 1 in order to hit this thing. Yeah. That's
I'm with a lot of.
so it's like besides Jack, it's not in the hole.
I think it's in the hole.
I mean, he's down into the hole. He's on the ship. He's in the bay of the ship. I'm sorry for not explaining this more.
Station.
You want to fake point it?
No. Leave me alone.
Okay, I'm sorry. Jack, you see something hit the ground beside you.
What was the thing?
Yeah, just a little flip of energy.
Moojin, any luck on a light?
Mugen is going to. He throws you down a battery.
All right. I was more hoping for like a spotlight from up there since I'm trying to fight. He gave me a damn flashlight.
You want me to come down and bring you like an actual thing? I can set something up.
I mean, if you just stand up there and like shine some light down on me so I can see.
See if the magic missile lit the floor on fire.
The magic missile will not light the floor on fire.
Why not?
Because it's not going to. Because
It'll be
your
fine.
magic missile isn't fire based. Yes, it is. It banged on the floor, that's for sure.
Anything.
Moojin, screw the flashlight. Holy light. This time I pass.
All right.
I rolled another 60 on the magic. Bro, I rolled a 60 on it last time, and then bro. John, you've cursed me.
Mugen's
Why did
gonna
I
come
curse
down.
you? Oh, you rolled a 60. That's cool.
That's like the third time while trying to cast fucking holy light.
Mugen takes
Roll
out
60s.
a giant like one of those ones you'd put at like a construction site.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Floodlight.
Floodlight. Yeah, that's exactly what it's called. And then he'll kind of just take out this battery with it too, and turn it on.
What ship did they say I was on, by the way?
This one.
Oh, that one is trash. Didn't they say going into broken ships was bad for your health?
They did say that.
Yes. But the more intact it is, the better. The more broken it is, like
More dangerous.
yeah.
It's fine,
Broken
Johnny.
up.
Whenever I hear you're in that ship, I'm jumping off this ship and going through the side of that thing.
Maya will have to tell you.
Yes.
Maybe she won't.
So yeah, the area looks like it's lit up.
So I see the thing that I want to punch.
You see this thing. Let's look at this.
God, a shadow monster bit me.
You see this thing.
Aww.
Ah, so that's why it smelled fishy. Mm-hmm.
But it's like
Perish.
like a shadow outline of it.
That the real thing? Or that just a shadow clone jutsu thing?
You're not sure.
Hmm. Have I refreshed my signy science?
So I just remembered, unless you have warped sense, science is a half action.
Okay.
If you'd like to use it as a half action here now, you can.
Well, you know what? You can't punch what you don't know. Fucking suck me off, dude. What the hell?
Reroll. I'm feeling a 1.
You know what, Johnny? Just because you encouraged me to.
Good. Nice.
1
away.
I passed. Fuck it.
Nice. Yeah, you definitely you have an idea that it's there now, that you are interacting with some entity of creature, but you get an idea that this is just an illusion of some kind, maybe.
And
Make
I don't know
me
where the
a,
real one is.
Make me a willpower test as well here. This is something internal.
Oh, great! I'm real good at these.
Hmm.
Get in my mind, Johnny.
Something feels wrong.
Something feels wrong.
Yeah.
This is annoying. Mugen, you see anything?
Kind of just like, oh, what's that?
It's nothing to worry about. It's not even real. You're not real, fish boy.
Okay.
You know
Anything
what?
else you want to do to Fish Boy?
I got one final half action.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use that to shout throughout the ship, "Stop hiding with your stupid illusions and come and fight me, you coward!" And then roll Intimidate.
Okay.
Which I get a +10 for gruff voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like fucking 16.
All right. Here is hits roll. Oh, damn. The shadow starts to shiver in fear and walk back from you.
Roll the fear chart, Johnny.
Yeah, it just kind of starts to run away.
Slimy boys, all of them. Any keys around here, Mugen? You see any keys?
No, I don't see any keys.
Let's look for some keys and then go check on Mayo.
Okay. Can you make me a science test at a -20? or actually two, just the difficulty die. That's what I'll do.
Difficulty there.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
What is that? No minus, just regular willpower with a threat.
Yeah, just regular willpower with sinus science. Yeah.
Tiny set. Wow.
Yeah. You rolled it. Gain yourself a fatigue for the threat. Something's still feeling off with you. It's like, why did that thing run away?
I'm awesome, and it's afraid of me. Obviously.
Okay. And then it kind of just disappears.
All right. Cool. Mission success.
Maya. What you doing?
I want you to go get possessed.
What do you want to do? Not if you can't see them, it's true. Uh-huh.
Stuff.
I'm gonna get down from the thing.
Okay. Just make another acrobatics test as you scale your way down. Nice. Easy peasy.
I got down from the thing.
Yeah, and the celestial comes down with you.
Hey, Boojin, what's going on?
There seems to be a little bit of an issue going on. Some type of creature down here.
That's not good. I think Jack is over there.
Oh?
Yeah.
It's good that you found him, sister.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, all right.
Find out. So there's things.
Yeah.
Is it time for the flamethrower?
I don't think the flamethrower is going to work on this one.
Just a little ball of destruction.
I have a light down here, sister. You should be okay.
Are you telling me to get in the hole?
You don't have to get in the hole, sister. I'll protect you. Don't worry.
Jack is down there.
Yes. What?
Down there.
Get down where?
Down in the hole.
I'm in the hole.
Yeah, how is it?
Don't worry. The slimy fish boy ran away from my mite.
There's nothing
Should
to worry
find these-
about anymore? You're all done?
Probably not. I didn't kill it or anything. It's probably around here still, but I don't think it's gonna mess with us. Well, you said you found Zach?
I may be part of him.
Where is this part of him?
Oh.
I'd like to slap him for him leaving me alone with the ghosties.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, there might be a key down here. Probably you guys can scavenge for a key, but I'm about to go bust into wherever he's at and beat the shit out of Zach.
Jack, you're getting hit with another attack.
When will you learn? Slimy fish boy. Hit me, Johnny. Hmm. That almost hurt.
Almost.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you get smacked in the side again, and you are quite aware now. It's like you
I
can roll
redact
me.
my previous statement. It
You
is
can-
still here.
Roll me a science test. Now it's your turn again, and you can roll a proficiency die on this one because you
Proficiency,
felt
science,
it, but
science.
it didn't kill you. Science, yep. Science proficiency die. Beautiful. Awesome. So, you have now know its location. You have passed. Congratulations.
Thanks. That's my greatest achievement this session.
With the triumph, I'm
Mhm.
going to let you know of its location now, where it actually is, instead of the.
It
No.
was to the right.
Well, you're left. You were. It was on your. This is your right, pretty much, since you came down this way.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
Man, that thing's ugly.
Yes, it is.
Why has it got a 6 in front of his name?
Good question.
Maybe because it's the sixth one. Maybe there's 6 of these things down here, John.
You know, there could be more than 6
That is true. There could be like 7.
or 32.
32 is
So
also.
just to make things easier for you guys,
Uh-huh.
the number in front of the monster represents its power level.
Oh.
But
Wait a minute.
because of the way the plot uses the number scheme, it's like from like 10 to 1 kind of deal instead of 1 to 10.
Oh, so this is like the equivalent of a 4 out of 10.
Correct.
So
Okay.
it's a mook.
Is that within the scheme of this test or overall?
Overall.
Oh, so like what if we had a number in front of our name? Would we be like 4 or 5?
You're not sure.
Maybe I should
Oh.
ask my master.
Jack would at least be a 10.
10 is the lowest.
Oh.
Yeah.
A 1. Be a 1, John. That's my number. You'd be a 10. But the system's reversed for you, of course.
Interesting.
Yes.
All right, Jack,
Anyway.
you have passed your half action, and what would you like to do next?
Jack is just going to slowly turn his head at the ghoul raver, whatever it's called, reaver, and go, "Well, I found you now," and rare back, and use his 1, 2, 3
Murder it.
ability boost.
Shut everyone.
That would be a minus 40.
Yeah.
Doja T, John.
Pass.
Pass. Boost. Ooh. So are two successes or whatever we call those now advantages able to reroll a 100?
No.
No. So I'd have to use a fate point to
Correct.
reroll that one right there.
Not enough power within it.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for the fact that he almost got through my skin there, I'd probably take that 100. But I choose life. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay.
Miss.
Okay.
Then now can I use my
Yes.
Cool. And then I roll 100 again.
Very close.
All right. That sucks.
All right.
Minus 30.
Pass.
Good lord. All right. Do I have anything I can do for free, actually? I believe I do. Nope. I don't. All right.
Okay.
I punched its outline.
Maya. You see, well, you can kind of tell that Jack's fighting something again after he said everything's okay. Mugen Lee is like, Jack, what are you fighting? Like, what are you hitting?
Oh, is he
The
asking me
question
like
is,
direct?
why are you fighting?
Says hit me twice, John.
You all get down there and check.
The fish boy didn't run away. He's decided he wants to be a man and fight.
Okay. Good.
That's I'm punching. Oh boy.
What do you
Yeah,
want to do?
we can leave after I paint the side of the docks with this guy's brains or gills or whatever you have. Shadows? What are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not going to fall asleep on me now, are you?
Bad player.
No, I don't think you're being a bad player.
Ooh. Bro, where the hell are my arm drops? So good.
Fleshy.
I know, it's taking away from all your money.
Well, it takes away from the action.
You know how many spell slots you have? Are you sure that you only have 8?
Does her spell slots not go up with her stats?
Yeah. They do go up with your stats.
Ugh.
Let's take a second look at Hannah and go to
Yeah.
buy an info. I think it was your background, celebrity, bonus, fan service. Yeah, it's based off of your perception, intelligence, willpower, influence, and fellowship bonuses. Yeah, that is a lot of supplies. Perception, intelligence, willpower, influence, and fellowship. Pretty much all your right side characteristics.
If I stand at the top of the stairs, can I see this fish person?
Just barely. It's kind of like off to the side immediately, and the stairs just kind of go like down this way. You can just kind of get a glimpse.
I want to try and use that glimpse to cast Dance of Worship on him.
Oh yeah, Dance Revolution. This guy.
Yeah.
All right. What am I rolling for defense against this?
And then action. A dancing creature makes a willpower saving throw to regain control of itself.
Mm-hmm.
The influence bonus.
Okay, so I'm going to roll its willpower. 15 is a pass.
Does it have action to use stuff?
Yes.
But it's my turn.
Right.
Helmet's here.
It has a reaction. Does it say a full action? Just an action, yeah. It does have a reaction to use. Mujin Lee, seeing your thought, is going to do the exact same thing. And use Dance of Worship on this guy. And okay. Let's see. And I'm gonna jump to character sheet real quick. You doing something on your character sheet? Okay. Let's look at.
Yeah, some big old choppers, girl.
Okay. No dice for the Celestial. Okay. Now I think it's its turn, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. It is going to try a called shot on the exact same spot. Oh. Jack, it goes for a kill shot on pretty much that spot of yours.
Mm-hmm.
But he misses, and you have a good opportunity to fuck him up.
Do I get like a full action, like a half action from this, or do I just get bonuses to hit him?
Yeah, he's kind of like in a sticky situation. Hannah, can you roll me an influence test, please? Darn. Okay.
So pretty. I'm gonna give you a
very
bath
nice.
tomorrow. Mm-hmm.
And let's see on the celestial side.
Oh,
a
0 number.
So it's going to take the power of that 100 away. So you don't get your bonuses for it. But he does not hit the doesn't get the attack off on you.
Okay.
It's going to try and shift away.
Yeah.
And it does not. Okay. Hannah, roll 1d6.
You in my chair, dog. I did not see you get up here.
Okay. You can pick a target and give that target an extra reaction. Jack? Okay. Jack, you have an extra reaction.
Nice. You said it's trying to run away. Oh no, you said it tried to run away.
It tried to do something funky. You don't know what this funkiness was. Maybe something with darkness.
Yes, darkness. All right. So I got a bonus reaction. This boy, he out of actions.
He's out of main attack actions, correct?
Alrighty. So have we rolled back around to me?
underneath me.
Thanks.
Yeah.
You are spinning my chair in a
My
circle,
nose is plugged,
dog.
so I can't smell anything.
You gotta work with me. There's not that much space. Stop trying to get in my chair. All right. So, a roll back around to me.
Yep. Back into you.
All right. Ability boost. 1,
Go
2,
for a hit.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also
Gotcha.
have realized that I should be getting a +10 as well as he should to hit me, since we are
Correct.
both large creatures.
Nice.
Well, actually, other people are fighting it now, so just -70.
Okay. It's gonna roll. That is a hit.
There's a hit.
Yep.
Good. And here's my 1, 2. I'm going to use my quality,
Mhm.
which allows me to re-roll one of my 1d10s, and I'm going to re-roll that one.
Okay.
Oh man, that's a problem because that's like fucking. I don't like using that on this martial arts.
No, it's not very good with timeses and stuff.
Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it right now because I'll have to figure something out to make that easier.
You're not using your gloves either, right?
No, these are my hands because
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
esoteric.
Yeah.
So I do an esoteric punch.
Okay. Yeah, you punch into it, and it's kind of just like it's engulfed in shadows. Roll me a science test, please. This one is free. Okay. You do not know why that happened. Yes.
So does my esoteric fist allow me to punch esoteric things or just interact with them?
You can punch them. That's an interaction.
Okay, so it's weird.
Yeah, you don't know why it did it, but it didn't take any damage for one. But instead,
Okay.
this kind of blob of shadow kind of is over your fist right now instead.
Disgusting.
You should try licking it off.
You know what, John? That's exactly my thoughts. But I have 2 more punches. So the next thing I'm going to try is I'm going to punch it.
Okay. +10.
+20, so it's the size category.
Ooh,
and
nice.
then I'm going to roll a sleight of hand to instead grab it, dealing no damage.
Okay. Nice. Okay. I get a dodge though, right?
Yeah, -10.
Yeah. Okay. That is a pass.
All right.
He's slippery boy.
Boost ability. Weapon skill +20. I miss. Well, that's one of my half actions.
Mhm.
I don't know what to do against this thing.
You want to make it dance?
Suppose I could make him dance.
You also could try doing the light thing again.
The what?
The lights. Holy lights. Holy lights.
I could try doing the holy light again, which would probably at least hurt it. But I also think that I'm going to wrap myself in my domain outfit.
Okay.
Which I need to roll an influence to do that, right? Or no?
No, you can do that automatically if you want to. But you want to take your domain out here, is that if that's what I'm hearing?
Yes.
You want to activate your domain.
Yes. Because I don't like that I can't touch this thing. So maybe if I activate my domain and put it in a grappling domain, I may be able to grab it.
Yeah, sure.
And activating that is a free action, or a half action?
So I think we've determined that getting into your suit is just like you can just do it.
Okay. Then I'm going to use my kind of like I did with Zach,
Yeah.
and I'm going to reach out with the cloth on my arms and try to wrap it up in my wraps whenever
Right.
I go to grab it. So
Right,
I'm going
you
to grab
can-
it and then hopefully let all my wraps slither around it and mummify it so it cannot get away from me.
Yeah, just roll me an influence test. If you have any your proficiency dies, I would suggest using it, but I think you used that already.
I haven't used any of my proficiency dice yet.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah. Well, I would use that. I would use it.
Okay. Well,
Okay. Nice.
nothing
Nice.
great. That's a
still
plus
pretty
40,
good.
right?
It's a plus. It's a plus 20. It's double
Well, I
potency,
thought-
pretty much.
Oh, yeah. Huh.
On the dot. The 2 advantage is going to let you know that you're dealing with a domain aspect as well from the ship.
Mm. Okay.
It's a darkness domain.
I see.
But is it darkness or shadow?
Good question.
These are the questions, John.
Too bad you don't have a domain sense. That'd be
Yeah.
super useful right here.
You know what else would be super useful right here, John?
Alan could use your domain sense.
Oh, that's true. Allie can just use all our stuff. I've completely that just
The
slipped my mind
stronger
for
we
some.
get, the stronger she gets. She's super OP if she just uses everything.
Just always forget to use everything.
It's okay.
You do
Yeah.
have the most out of all of us to try to keep track of, because you
Very
have all of
far.
your stuff, all of our stuff,
All of your apostle stuff.
Yeah. Oh, good lord, that is a lot.
We should
But,
we should honestly remember more often to tell you to, hey, we got this power. You should use it
Yeah,
here.
yeah, because
Ew.
we I just forget you can do that.
Oh,
I honestly had forgotten as well.
me too.
Well, at least I'm here, right? So it's actually just a science test to do.
Oh
Right.
no!
The rolls are cursed tonight.
I'll reroll.
You lost the coin flip.
How many rerolls do I have from Jack and Zach?
I think you just had one reroll from your boy.
From Zach, yeah, because I haven't borrowed one.
That one.
But I got mine back because it's been a session since then. I didn't borrow
That's
one
true.
last session.
You kept them until.
It's a bonus.
I thought it was more of just like it takes a session to go through.
No, like I get that reroll.
Okay.
Oh, so until you use it?
That they were
They-
supposed to have.
Right. And then, but they still get their fate point back, right? It's kind of just
Yeah.
like, yeah. No, that's fine. No, that's the way it should be.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
I was a
Wait
little
for it.
lost.
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't help you very much.
Your celestial will try and I think it's a free action for you. I think you bought warp sense, didn't you? Otherwise, you can just try again. You don't have warp sense. You can try again with a half action. Your celestial is going to do something. No dice. Try
We
again on your
suck
side.
tonight.
All right. So it is a domain of dark.
What flavor?
What
Dark.
flavor of dark?
Is
I
it
would
the
l-
dark of the deepest ocean? The layers where you go so far down, the light doesn't hit anymore?
Are
Or
we
the
asking
dark
the
of a
big questions?
cave? Submerged? Or does it not matter in the slightest because Johnny has put no thought into this besides dark?
That's fired.
The shot's accepted because that's so fair.
Arms wide open, accepting these shots.
I just rolled a 1 on this guy, so I was just like, I'm trying to put something together here. Good.
Oh, so that's why he's like this.
It's even better because I rolled the same number twice in a row, and then the third number I rolled after that was a 1 for this guy.
Was a 1. Okay.
So,
okay, so I need to pull out all the stops here, is what you're saying. Understood.
I'm just saying I'm giving you an interesting encounter, and the only reason he has the domain is because
it's definitely interesting because those poor ghosts, those poor ghosts did not stand a chance.
I mean, they weren't supposed to exist, so
yeah, they weren't. Yeah. They weren't for this ship. This is a different encounter for a different ship.
All right, that is. Well, you know what? That is good knowledge to have. Thank you, Allie and John, both for thinking of that. Or I guess Johnny thought of it. John didn't. Fuck you, John.
Thank you, GM.
Yes.
Hey, even if I thought of it, I couldn't share the idea because I'm dead.
Well, John, she still has access to all of our stuff. She just doesn't know what's in it. So we gotta tell her.
You know, can she access our domains? Or is that intrinsic to us?
Nope, she has full power access.
Well, could she access mine since mine is technically through the mask and it's not mine?
No, she cannot.
Okay. I'm about to say, I know we've been very particular about my interactions with this domain. Like, even achievements don't go to me.
So what are you thinking?
Well,
anything else you want to do? No? Okay. Mayo tells you, Jack, that this creature has a domain of dark. Remember, Allie,
Yes.
you also have a domain strike that you can do against creatures like this.
I don't even know what Allie's doing. Oh, she's queen.
Forgot about the chess game.
I mean, those weren't real domains, really. They're like a sliver.
Hmm?
Checkmate one?
The checkmate one, yeah.
Have no other options, which is really bad.
It's just for surrendering, but you can still hit them with your domain strike. When you have action economy, you can do it.
Then leave me alone!
I just want to let you know about these things.
Bro, this is a whole combat, and we haven't gone anywhere near turn order in the longest time.
No, I've just been trying to keep it in my head.
We got a pretty basic turn order of me, Allie, Ghoul, Muujin.
What about Muujin?
I have been doing stuff in Muujin. I've been doing stuff.
Yeah, he's been sprinkled in there.
Last thing I tried to do with him was a Dance of Lysis, and it didn't work because he rolled like.
Why doesn't
18.
he just L onto this thing? If that domain is significant enough to be a domain, and it's not just a domain sliver power he picked up, he should be able to straight up L onto this thing and obliterate it from existence.
That's true. That night attack is fucking OP.
Maybe he will.
Maybe he will. China's like, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in the right position.
That is true.
Muujin Lee goes for the attack. But doesn't move because it's a 64 and doesn't pass his influence. 16, on the other hand, is like, nope, don't need to.
Nah.
Why would he need to pass his influence? Was it an influence test?
I thought
I just did a domain strike.
Oh, okay, so he's evolved it.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Bro, he doesn't have 64 influence as a basic NPC. Trash.
I know, right? What are you guys' influences at as PCs?
52.
Hana probably is in like the 70s, honestly.
I think she's like where you guys are for influence.
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, you gotta, John, you get those through achievements.
That's 56.
Oh,
Yeah.
less than I thought. I thought you had way more than me.
Now, Maui, on the other hand,
I feel like I should have more influence, but Johnny keeps cock blocking me every time I try and get some.
Oh, that's fair.
truly deplorable.
He,
I feel like this
he
isn't true, especially since you
debuffed
have.
my one ability that gave me more influence.
Remember the
What?
the first achievement that you got that allowed you to turn in triumphs for influence gain.
Oh,
Oh, I
man.
forgot about that. That was great. You just
Bro, it's
haven't rolled very many triumphs since then, I guess. Or you
Supposed
like
to
to keep the
get
triumph.
influence based on how many followers I have on my channel, which you think would have gone up by now. It's only been like half a year.
Only
In
been like 3 days in game.
Has been 3 days. It's been more than that.
It's been a whole week.
Things.
I'll give you how many of those one followers do you have? 5?
I
like I said, the real influence monster should be Maui, since he's getting like triple the influence gain
Why?
because he has the patron or the
80
has 3 people.
total sold, 10 sold to constellations, and 5 sold to someone special.
All right, so I'll give you 10 for the someone special so far.
Wait a minute. Hold up. I don't mean to
No.
interrupt,
No,
but what you
No.
just said, Christian, didn't make any sense.
Me?
Bro,
Maui
listen.
has 3 what? So he gets triple influence?
Doesn't Maui get influence gain from each of his patrons?
No. He only gets
Okay.
those from. He gets more money per se. He has
Okay,
more.
that's what it was. I
he
knew
has
I
more
knew
wealth
he
coming
got
his
something.
way. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we get double wealth, right? Because we follow the
Yep,
twin
and I've been
gods who
having you
become
guys
one.
roll 2D100s for it. I have him roll
I would
3D100.
also argue that, John, our patrons are also
One?
kind of competing against each other.
You guys are
same
competing, and you
person.
guys are the same person.
Like,
Working
I
against
don't see
yourself.
why Mork would help Gork's guy.
We also represent the whole pantheon.
I don't know. My head hurts. Let's not talk about this right now. I smell some food downstairs. I'm big hungry.
I
It's not
understand.
my food. Oh no, it's
I
not
got
my
a
food. I'll have to
10-minute
go
break.
cook later.
Yeah, we can.
But what'd you say?
Hope we could take like a 10-minute break.
Yeah, if you want to take a 10-minute break, we can take a 10-minute break.
I know
Not
we
gonna
can't
hold you.
actually.
Shut up.
Can't?
You're not here.
Yeah, you have here.
Yeah, we can take a little 10-minute break. I'm gonna walk downstairs and ask Evan if I can cook some of his food.
Yeah. Do it. I just need
Then I will.
a moment to recollect myself.
Okay.
Yes. I'll be right back.
That, but
Oh, you fluffy
I've got some time maybe to figure it out.
Oh, you're such a pretty girl. You're so
That was just scrolling through Reddit, I think.
Hello.
You're saying,
Did you know? I love
so
you. Don't lick me.
You're welcome. You deserve it.
Yeah.
unpause for the recording now, as I just
we just missed the epic one.
we just missed the epic one, and that is true. Oh, looks like Matt's coming back. Cool.
All right, well, viewers, you missed an epic one.
Yep. It was the resistance influence off, and yeah, it happens because I forgot to unpause. And is what it is.
All right, moving on.
He's coming back. He says, "Must have went on, got some dinner or something."
Anyway,
He's on his way.
All right. So I've lost this thing again, is what you're
Yes,
telling
it has dissipated into the darkness.
Fuck this darkness. I'm about to start punching holes in this fucking boat. All right. Is it my turn?
Your turn was attacking it, I do believe.
That's true. Yeah, it's wrapped back around to its turn, actually.
I think we have Mayo and Mujin Lee. I think Mayo did something.
Yeah, she did a free action. Yeah, it's my turn.
Yeah. Mujin Lee is going to try actually, Mayo, what would you like to do?
still fighting this fish person?
The monster is still in the boat.
Oh, son of a fucking bitch.
You just,
See it?
can you see the monster?
Yeah.
1 sec, Allie.
I bit the fuck out of my tongue. God
That's what I
damn.
thought you did.
Oh, it hurt so bad.
This is what it looks like, Allie.
Like, can Maya see it?
No, Mayo can currently not see it, as it has just disappeared. Well, then how are you gonna make it die?
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
You might be able to see it. Maybe even if you cast Holy Light, you might be able to shine a light in the darkness.
Whew. Man, this pizza's good.
Willpower.
We'll grab one more slice. Did I bet?
Mujin Lee is gonna try and nice 88.
So let's still do anything?
Yeah, let's see. No. No. You give up? Give up. Never give up. Never surrender. You got this. Just because the rules aren't going your way doesn't mean you give up. It means you try again. Mujin Lee's going to do some bag time for some to try and get himself a net. Oh, he rolled a 6. All right. He has a net and he has it in his hand. Mujin Lee's going to try and do some holy light. Does not do a holy light. He can use his fake point. Does not pass. Mayo, what else would you like to do?
Yeah.
You move down. What's the action economy on holy light? I don't know. So I know you moved down, so that was like a half action to do. You got lots of movement, so you got down there easy peasy.
Bonus action.
Okay, so you could you only have one bonus action, I think. So you can't do holy light again, but you could try doing something else.
Okay.
You can try rolling me a Psyniscience. Very nice. I'm just going to give you a few narrative dice negatives. So I'm going to give you 2. And they're going to be difficulty dice. Oh, fuck. So I want you to roll worse than a 9. Yes, please. Rolled worse than a 9. You still pass. All right, you see the creature. That was a half action. I think you have any action economy left. You did a half action for your science test. You did a half action for movement. Do you have any more half actions?
Ellie. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Allie find it?
Allie did find it.
Good.
Okay.
Sorry, I was hailed downstairs to be given a Christmas cake.
Christmas cake already, eh?
Apparently.
All right. So you're getting attacked. I want you to roll me an awareness this time.
Me?
Yes, you.
Do I get any bonuses since Allie solves it?
I will give you a proficiency die this time. Because you guys are
Hell
working on it together. That's
Thank
you gotta remember, friendship is magic. And
That's true.
also, Allie, if you're ever attacking something or doing something when you're helping with your companions, you get a proficiency die, remember? Yeah. All right. So, yep, you get that. Just roll me 2 difficulty dies as well, and hopefully,
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
hopefully you don't get hopefully you get zeros. That's what I'm hoping for. Just get nada, zip. Okay. Just re-roll the 76. You could get better. You could
Really?
get worse.
Do I still get the plus 20 from the proficiency die?
Yeah, you get everything else. Yeah.
Hate you.
Yes.
What?
But there's
What?
more.
There's more. This would be a mind, correct?
You could
Mind
use a
thing?
mind proficiency die in here. Yes.
Fuck it. It's not meant to be. But Allie has at least warned me that it's coming, so I am going to activate my fucking martial arts, and you cannot stop me, Johnny. Fuck.
Okay. Good. 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 All right.
That's funny.
Here comes the Bamo. 25 is a hit.
Yep, can't dodge, so hit me.
And this is in a new spot.
I'm gonna laugh if this thing kills you.
It shouldn't hit it for the first one. It's not. If it aims for the second spot again, or it rolls a 20, I suppose it might do damage. 45, no damage. All right.
If it rolled max damage,
Yeah.
I guess if it rolled max damage, it'd explode. No damage.
Okay. It is gone.
No,
hit.
my biggest problem is figuring out how to hurt this fucking thing.
Yes, you
Rip it
have
to
to.
pieces with your domain.
The main is up.
I
it's
tried,
true.
and it rolled a 1.
I mean, that's
You
just.
need to
You can try again.
negate its advantage. You're fighting a fire elemental in a volcano right now.
You don't fucking say. You know what I do? You know what, John? I got an idea. Where is it on the map, by the way, Johnny?
You don't know.
Oh, did Allie not reveal it?
Allie pointed it out, and the last part she saw was here, but you don't know if it moved or not.
Okay.
You could ask Maya where it is.
Well, yeah, of course.
It's right in front of you.
It's right in front of me.
Yes.
I'm raising the cage.
Okay. You
And of
have-
course, Johnny, you can't have a show when there's no light. What
Right,
are the fans gonna see?
nothing right
Raise
now.
the spotlights onto my ring.
All right. You can use you can roll me an influence test. You can roll a proficiency test, and if you'd like to do holy lights, you can also roll that if you have any spell slots left.
I got one left. Proficiency die.
Nice.
I've raised the ring. The
Okay.
lights come on.
Lights come on. Now, are these holy lights, or are they just normal lights from your domain?
You know what? I'll sprinkle a little glycis in here. Could I make the holy lights that it was supposed to emit from me emit from the the lights coming from the top of the arena?
Yep, that's what I'm hoping for this this willpower test comes in through.
Please. I haven't passed one yet. It doesn't start today.
Bad days. All right, the lights are on. He is going to roll his influence test. Rolls a 7. Okay, you guys both pass, but you
But
have
I have
a
advantage.
advantage with yours. So he does come up. It's right in front of you. You just don't get any of the special bonuses from, the holy light.
That's fine. He's irritated me. So he gets the throne.
Okay.
I'm going to reach behind me, grab my stone throne,
and
I'm gonna whack the fuck out of him with it.
Okay. Just roll me a weapon skill test and a strength test to lift up this throne because it is heavy, and then a influence test to finish it off.
Gotcha. First the hit.
Remember, your proficiency dies for acting against this thing with Hannah.
Yeah, that was an ability die because I get an ability die for hitting.
Yeah, I'm just reminding you for the proficiency. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, so I get a proficiency die right now.
Correct.
Well,
you can use 3 of them to reroll. Better. Slash our 1d80.
I'm just going to reroll.
That works too.
Because I need those advantage for whenever I use my domain. You know what? It would have been better either way. I'll at least see if I can't still pick it up.
Okay. Okay.
And then, I didn't hit, but I'll still roll my influence just to see. I would have failed that too. All right, moving on.
Okay, so what about these advantages?
Do I get a second half action?
You do.
Okay.
So what do you want to do with these advantages?
I got one left. Basically, whenever I pick up the chair and raise it above my head, I want it basically to look very cinematic and have the lights hit it where it shines brightly above my head.
Okay.
All performance based usage.
Mujin Lee is going to try and attack. Maya, what are you going to do? There's
see it now, right?
You can, and there's this cage that's kind of popped up, and there's lights on. Okay.
Sally doing?
Roll me a logic test right quick first. Okay. You can tell that the magic missile is not going to do much. It's just too strong of a monster. Unless you dump all your spell points into the attack. But if you did a domain strike or
Wait, she could also throw John's needles, could she not?
She could. Yep.
John, does she also get your acupuncture knowledge, or is that a passive?
So, the problem with a lot of my powers is that, well, yes, she could say, okay, I have the ability to make acupuncture needles. It doesn't really do much for her without a psi rating, which she could take instead. But again,
and she doesn't have the other things to use with the psi rating.
So, your domain strike, as long as you are in any diagonal line for it.
Am I in the diagonal?
You have your apostle in the way. What you could do is you could move up to his position and then attack from the side.
Okay, can I do that?
I think so. I don't know the action economy for your strike. I haven't seen it in a while, but so
Bro, I bit my tongue again, and if I did it, I was gonna scream.
yeah. So I think it's just part of an attack action. So if you want to move there, and then do your attack to the side, you can try doing that.
It just says that I attack. It doesn't say.
Yep, no, that's how we'll do. We'll just say it's when doing an attack. It would be an influence test.
Don't forget your proficiency.
Okay, nice.
Just the wrong proficiency die?
Yep. You already rolled your spirit proficiency die, right? Yeah. Okay, you definitely passed. Nothing extra. Let's see how it does versus for defense. 46 is a pass as well. So you move up here, and you go for the strike, and it dodges.
Tum fool.
Okay. Mugenly is gonna try and sense it. He does, and he's gonna try and do a dance of worship. That's a pass. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So if he passes there, see if I can get a narrative dice.
No.
All right. I guess it's this guy's turn again. He's going to
What's his
strike you.
defense against the dance? Oh, he did the defense. Never mind. I see it
Yeah.
now.
And then here is an attack on you, Jack. As a hit.
But I get a dodge this time.
Yes, you do.
Oh boy, you better hope I fail. All right. Activating reversal,
Nice.
which is a wrestling move.
Yep.
So I am going to try to activate my domain
Mhm.
and make it where I am given the ability to wrap him up. Basically, force his form to solidify, because you can't wrestle if the other person isn't able to be grabbed.
All right.
All right.
Reroll.
I'm a failure. I don't have a reroll.
What about Hannah? Hannah have any rerolls left?
I'm fine. It's okay. My turn is coming up. I can try again later.
Okay.
We're not in too dire of a situation where I need to start worrying about using my last fate point.
All right, Maya, do you want to try doing your Queen Strike again? Show me that influence. Remember your proficiency die.
Ooh, 2.
Very nice.
Come on, advantage.
All right. Here's its roll. Okay. So you strike it. 2 swaps is a 20. I think that's a leg or something.
A 20 is
Right arm.
Yeah.
So you go and you kind of just like kick it, and its arm just like gets disintegrated. And it's going to react against that. And it's going to reaction move into the shadows.
Where's it going? Is it leaving my domain, Johnny?
No, it's just into the dark.
Where my arena isn't dark.
There must be some shadow within your little place.
Unless it's standing behind me in my shadow.
It might be.
Very well. All right. So, I guess it is my turn now? Question mark.
I think it's unless you haven't gone already. It's Mujin Lee.
No, I haven't gone yet.
Yeah, then you go. You go. I'll do Mujin Lee last.
No. All right, then. Johnny.
Yes.
It's in my ring.
Mm-hmm.
I know this ring. I'm just gonna look around.
Okay, roll me an awareness test. Nice. All right. Let's see how it does for resistance. Okay. Nope. You see it. It's right in front of you still.
So it's still right here?
Yep.
How'd it disappear?
Just part of your leg. It's just like right underneath your leg, but it's still like up.
Well, I still got my throne in my arm, in my hand.
Yeah.
So it's throne bashing time.
Okay. Same 3 rolls.
Yep. 20. Wait, I've already got it picked up. Do I have to roll it again to keep it picked up?
I just to do the swing. That's all I'm asking for.
Gotcha. And the most important one, which is where I'm going to use my proficiency die. Bro. Nah, fuck it. I'm re-rolling that. Yeah. I want this thing dead.
Okay. So is that reroll with your proficiency, with your advantage, or just like
that was with my fate point.
Okay. Here's its resistance.
Mm-hmm.
20's not bad, but you do have an advantage on it. Yeah. So you go to swing this thing, and roll me a 1d100. Straight 1d100.
Strength one. Just 1d100. Gotcha.
Yep. Okay. You do 40 damage to this thing, and a 40 is a headshot. So actually, no, that's just what I want to. No, you rolled for the weapon skill, which is a 96, which should be a leg. I think it's a left leg. So you do 40 damage to the left leg, and his left leg's gone.
Well, I got one more swing of this big ass chair, and I'm aiming for its head this time.
All right, so you're gonna do a called shot this time, eh?
I keep forgetting I can do those. Well, no bonus.
Remember your proficiencies.
Do I get a proficiency on every attack, or just one per turn?
Just one per turn that you're doing with Mayo.
Okay,
no, sorry,
I've already.
Oh, okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, this is multiple.
Yeah, I gotta roll the. I failed a strength test. I'm using my strength or my might proficiency die.
Ooh.
Oh, baby. Okay. That would give me enough to pass.
Yeah, it would. Even though it's 2 off from 100.
And then, Big Mama, come on. Yep.
All right. So here's its roll.
And it failed.
So you go and you smack this thing down. Like it's like all the way up from like you lift it up and then slam it down on top of its head. And it just goes.
Does cinematic mode activate with that triumph?
Yes, it does.
Hello, Matt.
Hey Matt.
Hello.
We're trying to find John.
What did you
I got possessed because I brought some ghosts into existence. So I didn't get to play this session.
Solid. Yeah, no, absolutely awesome choices, man. I'm
All right. Cinematic triumph, head smack with throne.
Boom. All right. The thing is lay dead. Congratulations on being the first one to kill a Gold Reaver. You're going to get 2,000 coins for that.
Nice.
Roll me a 1d100 for your scenario luck. Roll me 2d. 2d 1,000.
Low rolls.
Low rolls. So 781 plus 2,000 is your coinage for this guy.
All right. Well, let me fucking 2,781 divided by 2. So I'm gonna take the extra one, John, and you're good. Whenever I find you, I'm gonna give you 1,390.
1,390. Okay. Can
you write it down? I'll write it. Yeah, I'll write it down. I'll put it in my gear so I know to give it to you later. 1,390. All right. Awesome. Does the darkness lift a bit?
Yeah, it does.
Oh, also, after I do that, I'm going to set my throne down on its corpse and sit down and raise my arms to the sky.
Gorgeous.
As Tyrant Jack.
And
then
roll me
my arena.
A fellowship, please, or an
I roll a performer.
Performer, yeah. Gorgeous. All right. You can gain 1d5 times 200 coins.
Wait, 1d5 times
200 points.
Oh, okay.
Sure that's not.
Oh,
what
1d.
I asked.
Yeah. No, I was like, that doesn't seem right. One too many zeros. 400 coins.
400 coins.
Actually, little 400 on top.
Yeah.
All right, let me fucking add all this bullshit. 11,891 plus 400 plus. All right, about 13,682. All right. Well, boyos, let's start looking for a key.
All right. You can roll me an awareness. When Allie gets back, I'll allow her to roll an awareness. Originally roll his. Mine's good. I'll be back.
Oh! Matt, were you here during last session?
I think so.
Did you see where we found the crystal key?
Oh no.
No,
I found the location of a crystal key, but not a crystal key.
I rolled a 1 on a look around. You got a crystal key.
You just roll a 1 like you always fucking do every session, and you get a key. You don't even have to work for it.
Listen, man. I didn't mean to. I didn't know what I was looking for. I was actually looking for John.
You boo.
I was looking for John, and I was looking around. No John, but I found a crystal key. And I wept because my brother had been turned into a key. Oh yeah, we got that, I guess.
So, Where is John's character?
Oh, he's in this big broken boat. That's where we're going next. In this thing. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Hmm?
So he's over here.
Oh, he shouldn't be in there.
Well, he didn't choose to go in there. The ghost possessed him and took him there.
It's a bad
I'm
place.
sure I'm fine.
It's not a good place.
I'm hanging out with my master inside my soul while my ghost pilots my body.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, so now we gotta go hunt him down in that ship.
Just punch the ship.
Ah, yes. Just gotta throw it into the ocean. Be gone, John and ship. Uh, John, why you gotta do things?
Honestly, the weird thing is, I am exceptionally resistant to possession for a number of good reasons. But,
You rolled a 1.
no. It's the fact that my master, he was just like, yeah, this guy's chill. And I was like, well, I can't exactly kick him out when my master thinks this guy's chill. So I just let him stay. It's probably
Good
going to be
point.
bad for his overall health later on, though, since my domain has a corrosive effect on everything magical that touches me.
But remember, Master gave him a safe place to hide. Away from your corrosion. That's why he's
I
able
don't
to
know if
exist
that's
in
going to
there.
be permanent, though.
It may not be permanent, but for now, he ain't going nowhere unless you go, get out. Which seems unlikely. I love how to get around the punching people doesn't work in wrestling domain. I can just hit them with objects.
True.
Man, gentlemen, I'm still upset because I got so many rim sources and nowhere to put them.
Did we just lose
Matt.
Matt? We did.
Yeah, honestly, John, do you want to see if we can pause here since Allie seems kind of tired, anyways, and pick it up where Matt can come and join us and all that, and then we can all go into the ship and finally be grouped up again to find you? Or do you want us to go ahead and get in the ship and try to find you?
I mean, either way works. It might be better to end here, mostly because I would like a chance to have some time to do.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because I'm gonna mention to Johnny that we should probably let you have a little talking session with Master and Ghoul Boy. So I think we should probably, at least that's my opinion. We can talk to Johnny whenever he gets back.
Oh, someone also rolled a 2, a 9, and a 2. I'm just waiting on Allie here.
Also, Johnny,
Yes.
I would like to bring up. Would you like to go ahead and end here and like give John a chance to talk to Master and Ghoul Boy?
Yeah. No, that's the plan.
Okay, cool. Because I was about to say, because then if we do that next week, Matt can join us. We can have Matt catch up with us. Then we can all go in the ship together, and so then our group will finally kind of be back together.
Sure.
I don't know. That was just my thoughts. You're the DM. I was just saying that this seems like a good opportunity for now. We have a common goal: go in danger boat, save John. We can wait on Maui so he can participate. We can give John some time to, play the game. And Allie also seems like she is dead to the world today.
Hannah, you get a silver key.
Silver? This is our second silver one.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Jack, you're going to get a gold key. You're going to find one as you rip it out of this creature.
Hell yeah.
Because first you were like,
Actually-
"Fuck, I know there's something here."
He's just finding all the keys, huh?
I know y'all were gonna pretty much end it here, but I would not mind if y'all went ahead and went and opened up that gold chest with your key, if you wanted to.
And
Alley.
Mujin Lee also gets a golden key that he gives to Hannah.
All three of you got a key? Man.
Yep.
Alright, so our current keys is 2 silver, 1 crystal, 2 gold.
So, Anna, Allie,
Yeah.
you want to go open up that box real quick
Yeah.
while we wait on Maui? Also,
Jump on your shoulder. You go quick.
Huh?
I'll jump on your shoulder. You go over quick.
Okay, I sprint. Also, Matt, I think what we're gonna do, correct me if I'm wrong, Johnny. I don't want to speak for you. Is next session we're basically gonna wait on you, like before we go into big ship, and so then all of us can kind of raid the big ship together,
Okay.
so we can finally group back up. That sound right, Johnny?
That will be the plan.
Cool.
Mhm. Well,
And then-
I probably won't. I may or may not be on next Saturday because I'm
Right.
moving this week.
That's what I kind of thought too.
Okay, well, if you're moving next Saturday, if y'all want to just skip a weekend, because I'd like to play a session with everybody here.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll be on. And today I was wanting to be on, but I wasn't able to figure out a day because I got a couple friends down here, and this was the only time I was going to be able to meet them in person before I moved.
That's
Hey,
fine.
you're good, man. Like I said, shit happens in life. It is understandable. But if you're doing something next weekend, we can
I'm moving.
just well, yeah. But what I'm saying is, Wave, don't worry about it. I say we just skip next weekend and reconvene. We can all, because this will be the party getting back together, and
I
I'd
don't
like
know.
everybody to.
You're getting keys too fast. I might have to suplex you or something.
Listen, there's a lot of things you may be able to beat me at. I have a literal wrestling domain, my friend.
Have you built up a domain yet, Matt?
Fuck no.
That I would suggest making that a priority because Johnny's handed them out like candies now.
No, I'm still working on it.
But yeah,
You should
that
have the
sounds
influence for it.
most definitely.
Nah, I gotta do important stuff first. But I might have a dance, domain. So you guys might be in trouble. You guys might be forced to like break a move or bust a move.
That's true.
Yeah. You
Hey.
guys might be like, I can't attack him because I'm dancing too hard. Ah.
In one of the superhero stories I'm reading right now, so one guy's only power is that he can force anyone into a dance battle. You can't fight back, you can't do anything, and whoever dances better gets, or whoever dances worse takes damage over time.
Oh, it's literally that rhythm game thing with the rappers, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah, so other people are literally like Superman levels of ultra super powerful, but he can delay even gods for like 30 seconds because he
Are
challenged
you
them to a
gonna go
dance
get
battle.
this chest?
Yep. I slap the key in, twist it, and rip it open.
Okay. For this, you can roll me 5d. Sorry, a 1d 10 first. Now 1d. So 6100 after that.
Hey, that's an 11.
It's an 11.
11.
Wait. So for the purposes, so when you say all of the apostles roll a 1 on an 11, does that mean that when I roll an 11, everybody gets the equivalent of a 1 boost?
Correct.
Or, okay, so that's what happens. Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't give everybody the ability to...
Plus, this is a
benefit
luck.
off of a-
It's not influence or intelligence, so
That's true. I forgot about that.
Gotta read the fine print, John.
all right.
Yeah.
So you open up the chest and you see 10,000 gold coins, and also within it you see it's a gem.
So 10,000 gold coins in a gem?
Yes.
What kind of gem, Johnny?
You don't know, actually. It's something. It's Let's
start with color.
Yes. The color is this bluish green.
Ooh, green.
Yes, and it has. It is the size of a fist. That's how large the cut gem is.
So a fist-sized blue-green gem and 10,000 coin.
Mhm.
Nice. Where are we gonna put this?
You can have the gem.
What's the return
coins, or
rate?
do we want to do like whoever opens the box gets whatever's in there?
Oh well, I mean, anything we find should be split. The question is what is like the return rate of 10,000 gold coins to system coins?
So,
Nothing,
do you touch the coins?
I mean, yeah, it's money. I'm gonna dig my hands nice and grimily through it.
All right. Once you touch it, it actually transfers into a coin for yourself.
Oh,
so
look there. Okay, so that's what 22,500 for everybody.
Or I suppose for everybody, Zach's not with you. I suppose I need to go that one.
I had money gotten this way. I didn't get special transfer coin thing.
Matt, have you opened any of the chests to give you coins?
No.
Well, you gotta bring logic into this, huh, Johnny?
Yeah, Johnny.
I didn't ask for logic. I asked for money.
All right. So
I gotta remember that line.
I'm gonna suggest
Mm-hmm.
for special things that come out of a chest, if it doesn't have like, if it's not like a gauntlet or like a book of esoteric knowledge, something that would obviously go to someone, I say we draw straws right now, and then we go down the list for, like, for example, whoever gets the. We make a list of Hana gets first, then Jack gets the next, then Zach gets the next.
Okay. Well, it seems like the bluish green gem may be used for something on the island. So I'd honestly like to hold on to that until the very end. I agree with unless it's something character specific. Basically chalking it up to random chance. But we can discuss that once we get a little bit later on into like once we get everybody here.
All right, so you're just gonna keep it in your inventory just in case it's useful for island stuff.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna pocket like Jack will split anything he finds evenly. Man, I hate that I'm giving an NPC 2,500 coins, but it's only fair.
I mean, he'll use it for stuff.
Yeah,
and he has been helping.
That's what I'm saying.
For all the work he's putting in.
So Hannah gets 2,500, Mujin gets 2,500, and I'll keep the 2,000.
And I get 2,500.
You didn't help us,
John. Technically, neither did you. The only reason you're getting money is because of the brotherly code. The only reason is because we've already agreed on day one that we split money.
Just add it to the pile that I already have.
Yes, I will.
So it's
Everybody
like
gets a good
700 or something.
Yeah. So cool. Everybody gets some cash. We got a bluish green gem that may be used on the island for later.
Also,
And
study
it's
it
like
if you wish.
What you say, Johnny?
You can also study it. You don't just have to put it away for some rainy
Oh,
day.
well, yeah. Which, like I said, I figured we were in the session here, so I was gonna kind of leave it up as we can pick it up
For
and
sure.
do that later. Or I mean, if Hannah, if you want to study this gem, I will hand it right on over.
No.
No? Okay. I figured I'd give you the option.
No.
But is everyone satisfied?
He.
No, I'm not satisfied.
What'd you say, Allie? Because John doesn't matter.
He.
Yeah, cool. All right, good. Everybody's satisfied. That's all we're looking for here. And then we'll go back to the boat and hopefully meet up with Maui Gibraltar on
You're welcome.
500.
John, did you want to do the master stuff?
Wait. That seems a little bit off. Oh, that's your money. Yeah, let me talk to him for a second.
Thank you, Ali and Christian, for coming.
Oh yeah. What I plan to do after session is with John, so I'm kind of stuck here till this goobernet gets done.
Also, isn't this a silver chest and this is a gold chest?
We never looked at this one. This one was a gold chest, though.
I'm kind of curious what this one is.
Well, we don't know that one's there, John.
We don't know that one's there because it's blocked off by these rocks.
We also immediately went this way. No one's went this way
I don't remember
yet.
this one being there last time.
It was there last time, John. It is part of the map.
We just didn't look that way, huh?
No, you guys
we
just went around. I told you about the entrance, though, when you guys went out the other map.
Yeah.
Maybe we should go look at that next time. Anyway, so
if I remember correctly, you were having tea with your master.
And Ghoul Boy.
No, he left. He's controlling my body.
Yeah. He has the contract made and buggered off.
Is there anything special about this tea? Like I'm sitting in a mindscape here with a celestial being of sorts.
It is a Earl Grey.
The only thing special is how generic it is.
Yes, that is true.
Cool. So I say, well, I haven't really ever gotten the chance to just hang out with you, Master. It's usually like when I first met you, it was kind of you weren't very talkative at the time, and most of the time we meet up these days, you're kind of giant thundercloud in the sky, and I'm all, oh, great Master, I supplicate myself to you. And I kind of still am, but I mean, I'm not gonna make you uncomfortable by doing so while we're just here drinking tea.
Tea time is the best of times. You must remember this, young disciple.
I will engrave it onto my soul.
You sure about that?
Well, it'll probably express itself in my domain somehow. It's already a weird domain.
I mean,
you get a Mad Hatter's hat and teapot, cup. Yeah.
It is quite funny that you have been taken over by this small one.
I mean, generally speaking, I'm pretty well suited to uninvited guests really having a bad time for a variety of reasons. But, I mean, I would never kick out a guest that you so graciously accepted.
Yes.
I mean, hospitality rules, of course.
He managed to come during my tea time, so I was quite, what is the word? accepting of the individual, even if they were a blight upon this world.
That is not what I was expecting. A blight? Oh, that's certainly interesting.
Why do you think the individual was locked up?
Well, I assumed there was money. It seemed kind of like a slave trade ship. I mean, my people back in the day, we locked people up and sent them in those chains on ships because it made good cash.
Yes.
Not because they were like blights against the world or anything.
Their bloodline is something old, something fearsome. Not as good as me, though. This is just a slight setback for myself, this form. But I now have a pupil to spread the knowledge and, well, enjoy a cup of tea with.
I'm very happy to be here with you, and I hope to see you back restored to your full glory one day.
With your help, disciple, I feel like I can do it.
I mean, is there anything specific you need? I mean,
No.
would you like me to like try to find you a physical body at some point, or would you be able to make that yourself?
Are
Kind
you
of lost
looking
as
for
to
a
your
quest, young disciple?
Oh, I mean, if you're willing to give one out, I'm certainly happy to accept.
All right. So, what you're going to have in front of you is a sub scenario pop up.
Oh, that's cool. So you're like powerful enough to be connected with the system. That's cool.
I just bought my way, and you seem to be eager, so the deal could be accepted.
Oh. I mean, that's also cool. What does the sub scenario tell me?
It says, as class, it says you have
S
class you have 2
quest.
years to do this.
Time limit 2 years.
Failure is 1 million coins in debt to the Dokubi Bank.
The Dokubi Bank. That is fairly expensive. Understandable. So I guess I'm kind of collateral for your purchase here for this quest.
That would be correct. I'm sure your
Smart.
patrons wouldn't mind. You kind of just feel pressure weight you down a little bit, Zach.
I wouldn't dare to guess what they think. They're kind of the fighty types. I'm pretty sure rather than I imagine they would punch me 1 million times in the face before paying 1 million coins. That seems kind of the way they are.
Seems about right.
Well, 1 million punches in the face per coin.
Per coin.
Oof.
Oh Jesus, that would.
That's
Don't give him any ideas, Maui.
That's a billion, I think.
Distance blankly. That's a lot. 1 million millions. Yeah,
Could be a billion. I think it's the next
Might
one
be a
up.
trillion.
That would be a trillion. No.
Yeah, 1,000 millions is a billion. 1 million millions is a trillion. Oh God, that's a lot of punches.
That's a lot of punches. You'd be getting punched for a long period of time. Trillion's a huge fucking number, though. So that's just like, imagine 1 trillion seconds. I wonder how many days that would be. Anyway, we're off topic. Anyway, so my body is being formed already. You are so graciously giving me this power of yours, the doubles and the triples, the quadruples I have not been able to get yet. But
I don't think I've made any quadruples. Have I made any quadruples?
I think Allie's the
I don't
only one that
think
got
so.
a quad. She got 4/4s.
If I got a quad at any point, I probably immediately used it for whatever situation I was in not to die.
You alright? Now, since you're
Okay.
here, I want you to drink this tea. Have a biscuit, as he kind of slides it over with his hoof. And I want you to meditate on how much of a fuck up you are.
Oh, man.
I am not usually this mean, but you managed to get yourself possessed. Now, any disciple of mine wouldn't allow that to happen, but because I am in such a great mood, I just would like you to I would like you to think about your actions and what caused this to happen in the first place. I want you to
So-
internalize what has happened, and I want you to grow from it. And don't let it happen again.
Before that, to Johnny specifically,
Yes,
rather
yes,
than
yes.
the Great Master. So my sub scenario just says S-class quest, time limit 2 years.
So
failure, 1 million points.
it's called Build the Constellation.
Build a constellation. It's like build a bear.
Pretty much.
And what's the details? What's the goal? What's the win condition?
Yeah, the win condition is to give it 5 stories.
Give my master 5 stories?
Yes, and you can do this by pretty much getting triples or quads to this guy that he can then turn into things for himself.
So provide 0 of 5 stories, ripples, or quads to the Great Master. Cool. All right. I know exactly what caused my current situation as I meditate on it, and that is my tendency, both as a player, primarily as a player, but also as Zach, to spice things up when I feel that they are when I see any opportunity, really.
Yep.
I have an innate need to try to make situations more entertaining than they already are, especially when it comes at the expense of my brother.
I don't know if you're becoming a pathological liar in a sense, but you're definitely you're definitely telling some half truths. I think that's the way to describe it.
I love pranking my brother.
Yes, you do.
My brother is definitely more of the physical prank type, like, haha, I'm gonna throw you through a wall. Whereas I'm
Great prank,
much
bro.
more whereas I'm much more of the oh yeah, it's definitely not a deadly cave. You should totally go in there with no flashlights.
Yeah, go explore it.
And it's just so much better when I can see the results of reality actually changing, because it's so much funnier. God, it's funny.
It's funny when it's true.
It's even funny when it's not, because I've just lied to someone. The possibility of things happening is funny.
Oh, are you talking about your fucking power?
Yes, I have. The Great Master advised me to meditate on what I did wrong so that I couldn't do it again. But I have a problem here.
No. The not doing it again is getting possessed. That's what he meant.
In terms of specifically getting possessed, I think my major problem is that I didn't consider myself to have a weakness in that area. So I really relaxed my I relied on my natural defenses that I'd already built up, which were circumvented by something completely out of my control, a la the Great Master.
So, one thing of note, your mind. What defenses do you have for your mind?
Basically the same thing that I have over the rest of me. I have a domain and absolute control over me, of which my mind is a significant part.
It is a significant part, it's true. But what's in your foundation set that you're trying to build for yourself? Do you have control or defense of for your mind?
That is true.
You don't got a little Jack, John. You gotta get you a little Zach.
The connection that my domain has for willpower, which is my primary mental defense, is my connection to glycis, interestingly enough.
Right.
I am one of many.
Oh, I thought it was int for glycis. It's what is so.
So my willpower connection
Was
is
that the 11?
champion of glycis. No. That is intelligence. I have.
That was Mujin Lee who helped with that one. Then was it, or I'm trying to remember how you. Okay, champion of glycis. Continue. Just tell me what it is.
Whenever I receive a fate point from an apostle or Hana, if I use it on a willpower roll, I may roll twice and take better.
Ah, okay.
So my willpower defense, along with all of my other psychic tomfoolery, at least in terms of my domain expression, is all about my connection with glycis. Because I have really had to use that quite a bit, making that a part of my personal story. So in the future, if I'm going to leverage my domain for defenses, for mental defenses, I should probably bite the bullet, and even if I don't need it, borrow a fate point from the bank.
Okay. All right.
It's probably something that I should rely on in the future.
So, I want you to roll a willpower test for me right now.
All right. Since I am, how you say, learning my lesson, let's go ahead and borrow a fate point from Hana, which means that next session it will be lent back to her in her bank.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and squeeze that. And then here is my... I don't think I get any... Yeah, I don't get any bonuses to this. So, willpower... And I have to roll better.
So roll me a 1d4.
No, that's not
Wait. Better for me would be a 100. So if I roll a 1, that's a 100 for me.
Correct. Yeah. We'll do it like that. We'll do it. The 1 is the 100 in the case. It's the inverse. Do you have any of your you have some stuff you could add onto this?
You're all one, John.
So it is a willpower test. There are 2 pillars that involve the willpower. You haven't used your ability dice yet, have you? I mean your proficiency.
You know what? That's a good idea. Let's go ahead and boof out spirit and mind. Proficiency.
That is unfortunate. You have rolled a 100 for yourself. Excellent.
I can't fate point those, can I?
No, I don't allow fate point usage for proficiency dice. Not for the narrative stuff.
What about a story point?
A story point would allow it, yes.
All right, I'll use my story point to re-roll those. All right, that means that story point is going to come around to absolutely dunk on us next session. I can't wait. Proficiency.
Yeah.
Proficiency. Oh my
All
god.
right. So
nothing special.
the 2 advantage though is good. At least that's some narrative power I can give you.
Technically 4 because these are double power.
Yeah. What shall we do for Glycis? What would you like to use your advantage for first?
I think I would like to use my advantage to direct the direction this portion of my domain is advancing in.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like in the future to be able to borrow the will of the collective.
So, because you only have 2, with Hannah's consent, you can borrow the will of the collective for willpower tests.
Okay.
Which will pretty much give you a proficiency die for every apostle of the family besides yourself. So it will give you 4 proficiency dice for it.
Okay. And since this is tied into fate points, is this something I need to spend a fate point to do?
Correct.
Okay.
It has to be activated through a fate point, just like you would be for rolling you better.
With
you ask Hannah for consent.
May spend a fate point to borrow the will of the collective and gain 4 proficient or gain 1 proficiency die for each apostle.
Yes.
Currently 4 on a willpower roll. Okay. That's cool.
Hannah allows you to have 1 of the pillar proficiency dice for this willpower roll. Mind or spirit, one of the 2.
What do you? So she's saying that she'll allow me to use one of her proficiency die on this?
No, it makes a new one for it.
As a
I'm a little lost. So when specifically using this, one of those proficiency die counts as mind.
So yeah, it's for Hannah herself. She would grant either a proficiency die of mind or spirit, and the rest of the apostles would give you a proficiency die.
The boss's proficiency die counts for more, John.
That's all it is. Yeah, because she is the family in a sense, right?
Hannah may choose.
You need
to allow me to use a
Vin Diesel
spirit or mind proficiency die on this.
All right.
Ooh.
It's all about family.
It is all about family. That's why you got to join in.
No.
Oh, someday.
To provide me.
It's okay. Once Hannah decides to become Hitler-esque, and anyone who's not in the family dies, then the problem will be.
Yeah, the problem will be resolved then. All right, cool. So that's my first directed growth of a portion of my domain.
Congratulations on rolling a 5. That was nice. And then that one, tasty.
John,
What?
I just gotta say, man, if Glycis ever falls, that part of your domain is gone.
I mean, luckily, I have so many other things to help me patch it over. Like,
you could grab that ghost guy that
like
possessed you.
that's the ghost guy will always be part of the family.
Just tape him over the broken window like you would a car.
You're him out like a trash bag.
Yeah.
I mean,
All right,
if
boys.
you ever suddenly lost the ability to wrestle, you would be in a much worse position than I would.
John and Christian, roll me 2d100. Matt, if you would like to roll me 3d100, I can get you some coins as well, since you're part of the session. And
I get a 2d100. Awesome.
yeah,
So I still get to roll for money.
you still get to roll for money. Yep.
Well,
John,
what?
you
What
get
the array he rolled so bad?
you get 1100 for your coinage. And 940.
I'll roll it another time.
All right. Yeah, sounds good, Matt. Yeah, you're not on it anyway, so. And then I'll get Allie to roll her stuff when she's able to. So go from there.
Johnny,
Yeah.
what happened from me calling to Gorka Morka?
Oh, you don't know yet. It's going to be a fun experience for you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't like that, Johnny.
Well, don't
Maybe
roll
he's
seven.
the faceless in.
No.
Bro, I swear to God, if the face, I just fought a gosh damn. And I can't do another one right now. But you know what? Honestly, fighting it would probably be good for me, so I could figure out what to do with all this fucking money.
It's
You
always
can do it to
when
me.
at the last line when you really figure out what you need to put your coins to.
I swear, because I have 17,000 coins. I have 78 merit,
Yeah.
and I have 2 boons.
Well,
Bro,
you
you
can
are
always put some of that merit into your mask, or you could get yourself a new conflicts level for your nexus, or
I don't know what I want, Johnny. That's the problem. I know there's a lot of stuff I could do, but I'm just like, what do I want?
Well, what confluxes do you have right now?
My confluxes are the Nexus,
Yes.
Rival,
Yes.
Little
Jack.
Little
right?
Jack,
Right.
and the Mask.
Hey, you could do what Jackie does in the Friday game. Strange grapple. Allows you to grapple objects that aren't grappleable.
He has that going with his ethereal grapple already.
Yeah, I made my hands where they can touch ghosts.
But that strange grapple sounds a lot more powerful and a lot cooler.
Well,
A
he
grapple with the
grapples
concept of
force
time.
fields. There.
Oh. Matt tries to drown me, I grapple his puddle.
Yeah,
Pretty
basically.
much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which would have been so strong with a wrestling domain. Too bad you already went down another round.
What route have I went down, John?
Ghost hands.
Yes, because I can't have ghost hands, and ghost hands don't affect inanimate objects, John.
What are you talking about?
I go to punch, you use your portal to defend yourself. I use sleight of hand to grab the portal instead, and then I grapple your portal.
Yeah. Strange grapple. You can do ranged grapple. Like, you can grapple somebody across the room.
He can already kind of do that with his domain bandages.
Yeah.
No, it's just like, you like, grab the guy across the room and suplex him. And he's like, what the fuck?
Oh, it's just like I do the action where I'm standing, and then like Patrick Starr getting beat up by SpongeBob in that one episode.
Yep.
That would be pretty good.
I think, like I said, the one thing I really want to get is a finisher.
You know what you could do is, if you grapple your brother, you can designate a target, and instead, whatever you do, your brother also happens to that guy.
Voodoo Brother?
Yeah, Voodoo Brother. He's weird enough as it is.
The problem is
Honestly,
if I grab John, I start taking debuffs.
that's true.
Hey, you can transfer those debuffs to that guy.
Oh, I don't know. I gotta figure out something.
I need to upgrade my corruption quest so I can finally get a corruption story going, because that is gonna make that portion of my domain so annoying for everyone.
Bro, I'm 4 magic types off of upgrading Unoblivious.
No. I just don't.
Hey,
You
Matt.
got any achievement quests going, Matt?
I got you met me, you're welcome. And I have one that is I think I got 2 or 3.
I like the achievement quest system. It's honestly one of my better parts of the of this part of the game.
I am upset because I still can't see them. I can't reach the moon still.
Why not?
Because there's a dome over us.
So?
I've
Say flat
tried.
Earth. Get through it.
Bro, it is the system. I don't think I
Punch
can
the
beat
system. Grapple the system. That's what you need. System grapple.
this. Grab the system now. Listen here, boy. Honestly, what I need to upgrade my fear stigma.
Hey, you can do coin grapple. So when you grapple someone and you're winning, you
Start stealing their coins?
Yes, while you grapple them.
I actually really like that.
That's a really good idea.
You guys are
It's
terrible.
just like, looks like I'm in control of the grapple. Unfortunately, if they get in control of the grapple, they start to steal your coins.
Oh, like a gambling type.
Yeah, it's like a gamble.
See, the problem is, well, not a problem for them, is that I have a lot of bonuses to being in control of the grapple. And if I get in control of the grapple for a whole round, you are going to struggle.
Yes, that's the thing.
To get out.
So it'll work on people you can,
I honestly need to upgrade Anaconda and Gorilla Grip again. Because I got 2 points into level 2 of Gorilla Grip, but I don't have.
Hey, just do it.
I need one more.
Just do it.
One easy way for you to get a lot of power, Christian, would be for you to upgrade your Nexus. Walk over to me, upgrade my Nexus, and then slot. Say, all right, now you got to slot in one of your confluxes, so I get all the powers of, say, like telekinesis.
Yeah, but I need psi rating, John, and I got 1 psi rating right now.
Nah, you don't need psi rating for telekinesis.
John, I have read over your character sheet so many times, and I don't see a single thing that I would want in your entire character sheet.
Dude, you can
That's really sad.
You can get telekinesis.
Psyker type.
No,
so
you don't know that
I don't
meme?
I don't know.
You don't know the dikikinesis meme?
Oh, you mean like dick bending?
No, just no.
Yeah, Matt, I know
dikikinesis powers are so powerful,
but I don't know where it came from. I just remember it being used or said, but I don't know.
Yeah, John, I'm looking through your character sheet. All your stuff is tied to fucking your psi rating. I don't have a psi rating.
Get a psi rating.
I don't want a psi rating.
Oh, crap. You got me.
Johnny,
boys.
Can we put in intrinsics into our nexuses?
You can select with the conflux of an intrinsic if you wish.
Oh, it's only confluxes. That's right. My bad.
What would you want me to conflux?
These nuts.
Force fists, but it's equal to PR rating.
All right, boys. I'm heading out. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Good night. Thank you for the session, Johnny.
Peace.
John,